kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Jameis Winston's Texans going up against Ryan's Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Jameis now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Play action now, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
To throw is Prescott. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. The first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Shift together here from the D-line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He finds Coleman. 7 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Colts a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Eluding the pressure right. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 1st down, Prescott throwing deep here for Coleman. And this is caught inside the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever's going to...
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. First and 10, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Prescott, flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And the pressure gets to him again. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Colts on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Again, it's Yeldon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second week in a row?
The reason is he better figure it out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Throwing. Prescott. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott off play action. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has some. Assigned to how did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Handoff comes to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Horton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A toss to Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Winston to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Winston. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Here's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Winston. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Winston now to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's Prescott. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete on the deep ball. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And now out comes Houston, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Jameis now on first down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff to Yeldon, and he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third and short yardage. Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down. Fourth down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. On first and 10, Winston. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Time running out here on the play clock. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 more there and another first down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain at 21 yards. To throw is Winston. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. And what can Prescott do in the OT? And he's going to go down again. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal.